brick master to my heart, and we'll grab and fly together. The fireworks are gonna start. Smash through the blocks that fly away. No time for fear, just let it all fall away. Nobody believes in me and you, just look at the way they stare. So what if we live in a walled garden? As long as I've got you, then I don't care. Kick up the wall and take the plunge, tripping through 2 dimensions. Up on the moon, we'll twirl and swoon, just lead the way. I'll throw my hat in the ring, 'cause you're the one. Come hear the call in 3 dimensions. Follow the brick faster to my heart, and we'll grab and fly together. The fireworks are gonna start. Shake off the chains, you're running free. You'll be amazed at all that there is to see. Together we're racing for the goal, and no one can stop us now. Maybe we don't know where we're going, but we're
Left side. Clear on the left.
Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. We're playing iRacing. This is the IMSA series multi-class. Hey Dan, Ref Right Reason. How's it going? Thank you for joining.
Right side. Clear the right.
So this is just practice. In about
On the left.
12 minutes. That's when we can register. We've got a hypercar
Left side.
overtaking us. Boy, they're fast. So we're not the fastest class. Hey Josh, thanks for the good lucks. So we're not the fastest class. We're the intermediate ones.
Car 37, just hit the faster class. 1 minute 33.996. Clear the right.
Oh, are you in the 6 hours, Josh? Well, good luck with that. I'll be rooting for you. I did the 3-hour race. Well, that was GT3 only. A couple of weeks ago.
We've got good fuel data.
Of course, I'm more used to driving a GT3 compared to LMP2. Oh, what's going on here? Good thing this is practice.
You got wheel damage.
So what happened there? So everyone was going slow. Well, as you can see, there's not much left of my car. But like I said, good thing this is just practice. So, right, nose is completely gone, as well as the rear wing. But yeah, let's just request a new car. Let's do a little bit more practice before the actual thing starts. So fingers crossed that doesn't actually happen during the race. Let me know, is the audio alright? Is the picture alright? I don't see any skipped or dropped frames so far. We are streaming in 1440p for the first time. I'm hoping that my internet connection will hold up. So yeah, let's do a couple more practice laps, hopefully without crashing. So I have no idea how large an IMSA field normally is. I have done a couple of IMSA races, but that was a while ago. So I have to remember, blue is LMP2, pink is GT3, and yellow is Hypercar, or LMDH. Hey Gabriele, thank you for joining. I'll tell you afterwards, Gabriele, if I enjoy it or not. This guy's on a flyer, so I'll just let him... Oh, okay. He made an error.
That's it. Lap Glen.
Come on, boy.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Oh, and then he runs wide. Not this LMDH.
Clear on the left.
So I reckon this is going to be like the whole race, just traffic. And this guy is making me nervous. Maybe he's also new to the LMP2.
Go left.
Porsche coming out of the pits.
Right side. Clear the right.
So yeah, quarter to the hour. That's when the server opens, or that's when we'll get put in our split. I reckon we'll be in the middle split somewhere. IMSA is quite a popular series, and since our iRating isn't that high, we'll be somewhere middle split, split 3 or split 4, I reckon. So, but this is what I still need to get used to, overtaking the slower GT3s. Now, fortunately, I know what a GT3 is capable of, so, and I sympathize. So I'm not going to send it.
Right side. Clear the
Apart
right.
from that one. I'm going to practice a stop. This car doesn't have ABS, so it's easy to lock up the tires, and we're not changing the tires because 45 minutes is too short to change tires. You can change maybe a couple without losing time. But you won't be able to change all 4. So our strategy for tonight is just to refuel only. We'll be doing that somewhere halfway.
Car on the right. Go left.
Pit box in 3, 2, 1. Right here.
That's it. Go.
Right. Are there only... like, that's not even a fast time we've done. We did a 1 minute 37. And the fastest LMP2 did a 1 minute 33. So yeah, we're not going to be super fast tonight because, again, this is my first race in the LMP2. Hopefully we won't be the slowest either. I am capable of doing a high 1 minute 34, but that was in solo practice. Let's see if we can ride on board. That's an LMDH.
Yeah, man, unlucky.
LMDH. This an LMP2? I think that's an LMDH because that's going way too fast. No, that's an LMP2. There we go.
I have a quick question. Is this a race where we need to do a pit stop for fuel, or we have enough fuel for the whole race?
You'll need to do a pit stop.
Unfortunately, I can't see his input.
No problem.
I'll just judge it off the brake lights, see where he brakes. Then again. Yeah, this guy did a 134. So he brakes just before the 100. This is all flat out. Correct me if I'm wrong, this is exactly the same car that's in AMS2, isn't it? This, the Lara. No, is it not the same? Oh, he goes really wide here, okay. There are only so far. There are only 3 LMP2s. Well, in this practice, there's several practice servers, so hopefully our split will not have just 3 or 4 cars.
So I need to set up pit track during the settings for that pit stop.
He brakes between 200 and 100 on that bit.
I could not I have my crew chief do that for me.
Okay, so he had to slow down for the LMDH.
Really? Yeah. Really?
Well, Gabriele, this car is actually the DPI, but they renamed it LMP2, I'm quite sure, because it's not the Orica. Actually, it's time for me to join the race. So, fingers crossed, we're going to be in a split where with more than just 4 LMP2s. Otherwise it'll be a bit of a lonely race, unless we can all during the 45 minutes manage to stay together somehow. I doubt it. But once the sim has loaded, I'll just check the entries. Even if this car is in IMSA, it doesn't drive anything like it. For those who have not played, well, Dan, you've played iRacing, right? You know that in iRacing, the game basically punishes you as soon as you get a little bit of slip angle. The tires overheat, and that's basically, you then have to drastically slow down in order not to spin. So we're nearly there. Sims loaded. Let's look at the entries. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 LMP2s. So that's a decent class size. So mission is to finish the race and hopefully not be last. Yeah, I'm very much a rookie when it comes to prototype racing. Oh, is the engine different, Gabriele? Unfortunately, in this, while you're in this menu, you won't be able to see the specs of the car. No. 13 minutes before qualifying starts. Now they've done something, they've changed iRacing, at least for this series. Normally I would have just skipped qualifying and then start at the back of my class, but now if you skip qualifying, you actually start way at the back behind the slower class. So in this case that would be GT3. Don't fancy that. I'll try to put in a decent banker lap, and then we'll just see how we get on. So guys, don't expect me to go and win it. Well, I don't do that anyway. I rarely win races, but hopefully we can be a little bit competitive. Alright, I've got my qualifying setup loaded. Let's put in a couple of decent laps. Now I'm on quali fuel, so I can't go flat out yet on my out lap, because then I won't have enough fuel to finish the push lap or the final lap. You get 2 laps in iRacing. So the strength of field of my split is 2.6k. We are currently 2.3k in iRating. Not that long ago we were 2.6k ourselves, nearly 2.7. But then I had a string of bad races. It started at Hockenheim. You may have seen that video where I was punted off by someone, but that wasn't the only time I was punted off, and so we tumbled down the rating. Okay, let's do a banker.
Green, green, green. Here comes your first time lap.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left. One more lap.
Oh, 133.8. Didn't know I had that in me. Well, this is my first time running on quali fuel as well. But we're already nearly 2/10 down.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Oh, tiny lock up. One 33.5.
Then checkered flag.
Right, that puts us currently in 9th. Boy, tough crowd. Okay, load up our race setup. So we are almost second to last. So wow, these pole sitter in LMP2 did a 1:31. That's fast. I'm nearly 2 seconds slower. So, but yeah, for our first attempt, doing a 1:33. And my previous fastest lap was a 1:34.8, something like that. Well, Gabriele, I'm hoping that I'm going to be avoiding the wreck. So, we are car number 45. How many cars are in this split? 46. Okay, so I'm basically like almost the lowest rate driver in this split. That's why I'm car number 45. So yeah, there isn't too much pressure to finish in the top 5 of my class. If I can get in the top 10 of my class, I'll be happy. But again, I've not done a full race distance yet in this race, in this car. I mean, yeah. Dodging, yeah, well, that's in a slower car, Gabriele. Everything will be coming a little bit faster towards me now. However, an LMP2 is actually not that much faster in the slower corners compared to a GT3, because that's where you then rely more on the mechanical grip. Because obviously it's a downforce car, and when you go slow you don't have downforce, and therefore you go much slower than a GT3. Well, almost the same speed. Okay, I've got my race set up. Let's grid.
Green flag, next time by. Line up on the right side. Pit road is closed.
Oh, I didn't realize that the chat was obscuring the track map. Around here. Oh. I forgot I had chat on the display. So what normally happens, they leave these massive gaps between the classes. So I'm not sure where the green is going to fall for us. We might get the green when we are just kind of like maybe 3 or 4 corners from start finish. But that's because they normally leave a massive gap, too big of a gap in my opinion, to the LMDH. But it's up to the pole sitter of our class how much of a distance he leaves. Right. Just waiting for final cars to grid, and then we're off. You may see it on the mini map, the yellow cars moving first. I can see the LMDH is leaving now.
Catch stop 23, car. Catch
Yeah.
stop 15, car.
So the our pole sitter is not moving yet.
Oh, it's very close.
So you can see on the minimap the yellow dots, they're already at turn 1. We're still standing still basically. Okay, now we're off. Right, switch off the music.
Catch stop 39, car. Catch stop 34, car. Catch stop 42, car. Catch stop 32, car.
Hey Felix, thank you for joining. We're on the pace lap now.
Catch stop 32, car.
We qualified near the back of our class, which is fine, kind of what I wanted anyway. Because I'm someone already in the grass, nearly spun. Yeah, this is my very first race, my first attempt. I've not raced all week. I've actually not touched iRacing for the last 3 weeks. I skipped week 12 and week 13. And it's also been way too hot over here the last week. It's actually still warm in our room.
Catch stop 32, car.
So, yeah, you can see on the mini map the LMDHs are... Oh, actually, we've caught up with them. But you see the pink dots there, the GT3s. They're some distance behind. We're the blue dots. So I'll need to keep an eye out on the mini-map. When the LMDHs are at the final turn, that's when they normally accelerate. And then shortly after we'll get the green flag. Right, I'm just going to take it easy at the start, guys. If there are faster guys behind me, then so be it. I just want to get that first race under the belt. Okay, LMDH are second to last corner. They're approaching the final turn now.
Get ready. Pace cars in. Green flag, green flag.
Is this guy going to send it? I left him room. Okay, up the SS for the first time. got a 41 got a much better run. Oh, someone had to shortcut the chicane. You'll have a slowdown though.
Left side. Got a slow car on the right. Car stopped on the right. Clear on the left. Car stopped on the right. Go left. Leader's pitting now.
Okay.
You got wheel damage.
I had a car on my left.
You're dropping a lot of fluid. We have to fix it.
Oh no. We have a meatball flag. That means we have to come in. Sorry guys. I just didn't react fast enough. I couldn't jinx to the left because I was worried that there was already someone there.
Pit box in 10,
Well, we're not the only one in the pit.
5, 3,
Hopefully it's not going to be too
One.
bad, but
right here.
we'll lose a lot of time. Wow. So I didn't think that the contact was that hard, but as you can see, required repairs over 6 minutes. Was that an LMDH I crashed into? Hey, Steven. Yes. Not a great start. So... probably, yeah, I could have done a better job avoiding this. But yeah, there was a car on my left. And I was kind of... yeah... just didn't stop on time. So what happened to this dude then? Okay, he tried to... So, this blue car, is he the leader of LMP2? So the leader of LMP2 caught up with the back of LMDH. And he thought that, yeah, so he basically over... well, fair enough to him, but it was actually this guy that was probably a little bit too... yeah, he's just sent it. And then the door closed because the LMP2 tried to overtake this multicolored car. Yeah. And here's me. So, yeah, I should have slowed down a lot more because spotter set yellow flag.
Jonathan, next time you have the run to take it. You're way fast.
But so yeah, we're already 2 laps down.
I appreciate the push though.
However, there's two other guys in the pits. So yeah, we just have to wait about 4 minutes and 44 seconds, just over 4 minutes basically. We may as well do the optional repairs, and yeah, just because it's still early days, we're only on, we've only passed, it's only, yeah, 6 minutes has passed of the 45 minutes. So let's take a look at, so it's 3 minutes from now, so 10 past the hour roughly. Let's see how the rest of the field are doing. Oh, another one. Another one bit the dust. Because obviously that's good for us, because that will move us up the overall standings at least. I think this is the leader of LMP2. Let's see how the GT3s are getting on. Ooh, a very close battle between the new 992 Porsche GT3 and the BMW, the ugly one with the big nose, nostrils. So this is an exciting battle. I think this is for the lead. How far back is the LMDH? Oh, LMDH is already lapping GT3s. And I know it's very stressful for the guys now in the slower in the GT3s, because compared to the speed difference between an LMDH and a GT3 is just massive. They just appear out of nowhere, pretty much. But yeah, the P1 slices through traffic. Pick MW. I suppose, yeah, that's what it kind of reminds me of. Okay. Just over a minute. Thanks guys for sticking with me. I think there's only one fellow LMP2 he's still towing. So just under a minute for required repairs, and then I'm going to wait another 44 seconds for the optional repairs, because I know if you don't at least try to, you may as well go for the optional repairs, because we've been sitting in pits for, how long was it? Like over 6 minutes now. And even after it's fully repaired, it's never really the same. You're still going to be down on top speed, or even downforce, or well, I'm hoping that the steering will feel at least straight again. Yeah, it is. Okay, so required repairs, 5 seconds to go, and then I'm going to wait another nearly a minute.
Really appreciate Misaki, it just really shows how good you are.
Don't know if that guy was sarcastic or not. Half a minute. Yeah, we will then funnel right into GT3.
j'essaye de découper en deux là.
Nice one, just run over. Sorry,
15 seconds. Then we've got a bunch of GT3s to carve through, but it's not completely lost the race, because this will help with gaining experience. How to drive, deal with slower traffic basically. So I know we're not finishing on the same lead lap as the other LMP2s. Just take it easy now. Just test it out. Feels alright. Steering wheel is straight. Takes the chicane all right, yeah. So my tires are still cold. How much the car cost?
It doesn't.
Well, do you mean actual iRacing dollars or the one in real life?
Left side. Stay on the right, clear on the left.
And I'm getting a blue flag, even though, well, that's because I'm a lap behind on the, or multiple laps behind on the GT3. Drive like you bought it. Yeah, we're just going to finish the race, hopefully without drama. We still have to make a stop for fuel. It feels a little bit more understeery now, or at least the steering feels a little bit heavier. So even though we did complete all of the repairs, it doesn't feel
That was your fastest lap of the session.
the way it felt in practice. Still have over half an hour to go. Others can still crash out. But like I said, it's just get experience under my belt dealing with slower traffic.
Right side.
Thank you, mate.
Clear the right. Car stopped on the right.
Faster car coming up quick.
Left side. Clear on the left.
A whole gaggle of cars ahead of us. We're just, yeah, unlapping ourselves, really. The guy in P11 is two laps ahead of us. If I time this right, I can get this
I'm gonna look.
Left side.
Porsche on the...
Clear on the left.
I'm not going to send it here.
Faster car coming up quick.
Right side. Clear the right.
Hopefully he'll go to the left.
Left side.
Thank you.
Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
Probably hated me for that. So these guys are all in a battle and I don't want to ruin it for them.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Right side. Clear the right. Left side.
Try to be courteous here.
Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side.
Oh, this is not ideal.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Left side.
That could have gone better. I thought he was going to return to the racing line. But yeah, this is such an awkward situation because I'm multiple laps down and these guys are in a battle.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Yeah, it's sometimes hard to read Gabrielli, but it's also kind of my inexperience. As the faster car, I also have to be more assertive. I need to make my intentions clear where I'm going.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
And now we're being lapped by the LMDH.
Left side. Clear on the left.
The leader just did a
1 minute 33.769. Left side.
group of faster cars approaching.
Don't worry, all good.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
What? No.
That was the GT3 leader. Bet he's hating my guts as well.
Bob, you fucking left.
Okay, I think that's no more GT3s for a while. Now is this LMDH going to send it?
Approaching.
Probably. Oh, okay.
Right side. Clear the right.
Go for it, mate.
Clear the right.
So I slowed down there before the chicane so that we wouldn't go side by side through the chicane. So yeah, even though we're not really in the fight, there's still a lot of traffic to navigate through. So at least it's not dull in that sense. Would have been nice to be actually fighting for a position. But I'm still 2 laps down on the guy in P11. And we also got a 4x for the contact we made with the stranded car on the first lap. Just over 20 minutes to go. I still have to make my stop for fuel. And we got an LMDH approaching us. He should be able to pass us before the chicane.
Right side. Clear the right.
Not sure about the one behind me though. This might... No, he's not gonna make it.
Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
So you can see how much faster an LMDH is compared to an LMP2. Imagine if you're driving a GT3, how scary that is. But yeah, we have to fuel in about just under 7 laps to go. Now I'm using an auto fuel calculator, which kind of takes the average of your fuel consumption, but because I've been off throttle for so much, I don't know if it's going to be accurate. We'll see. So P8 in our class is approaching us. He's just going through the chicane just now, the bus stop.
Leader's pitting now.
Is that the overall leader or the leader in my class?
Car 37
Has taken the lead.
Oh, is it the overall leader? Thank you, Gabriele.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
You're in the top 10. Good job.
Oh, did we move up? Did someone else crash out?
Unlucky.
20 minutes to go.
Oh, I see body parts here. Well, what do you reckon, chat? Should I attempt this again tomorrow? Attempt number 2. Will you join me if I do another one? Just under 24 hours from now. So that's P3 behind me, my class. But yeah, I thought that the damage was a bit harsh, because I think in real life they would have just replaced a nose cone, a nose section. And that doesn't take 6 minutes to repair. At least. Well, iRacing damage is a bit weird. Because like the slightest contact can give you a meatball flag.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Okay, I got it wrong. I've got 10 laps remaining.
Right side. Clear the right. Left side. Stay on the right.
Faster car coming up quick.
Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap.
1 minute 33.188.
Come on.
Right side. Clear the right.
Sorry, buddy, you don't need to flash me. It's kind of hard to move over when you're in the middle of GT3 traffic.
Right side. Clear the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
No, there's 9 laps remaining, and I have... Well, I don't know.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Leader's pitting now.
Oh, I've got... How do I read the fuel widget? Hey, Kai. What have you missed? We crashed on... Well, we crashed into someone. We crashed into a stranded car on lap 1. An LMDH which was sitting perpendicular to the track, and because it's a blind corner. Oh,
Right side. Clear
I
the
was
right.
busy yapping. I didn't notice the LMDH. Fortunately, that wasn't a drama. Yeah, we basically had to go into the pits for repairs. Spent about just under 7 minutes or 7 minutes in the pits for repairs, and we're on multiple laps down. 5. But it's not a complete throwaway because we're just practicing driving in traffic. So dealing with GT3s and dealing with LMDH. And I may attempt this combo again tomorrow. And hopefully
Right side.
it will go better.
Clear the right.
Faster car coming up quick.
Right side. Clear the right. Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
I think in real IMSA they have 4 classes, I think. So you've got the GTs, LMDH. I'm not sure if LMP2 is still in IMSA, but then you also have the LMP3. Or maybe that's just for the Daytona 24 hours.
Car 40.
Has taken the lead.
Okay, so I've got under just over 7 laps fuel remaining. And we still have about 12 minutes to go. Oh, we're on the same lap as P9, so he's also 5 laps down.
Group of faster cars approaching.
Right side. Clear the right.
So where's P8 then?
Faster car coming up quick.
Oh, understeered. Damn, that was weird. Fortunately, we didn't hit the wall. I only went like half a car length offline and the car just veered to the right. At least we avoided disaster there. Don't want to spend more time in the pits for repairs. Oh no, now it has changed again. I'm getting confused with the standings overlay on my right.
Faster car coming up quick.
Should get us here.
Clear on the left.
Timed that well. Yeah, there are marbles. Or dust as well.
10 minutes to go.
It's actually worse in oval racing, because you remember my oval racing days, Kai? And then once you got offline, you just went bye-bye into the wall. So here you need to hug the inside line, and I was too far on the outside, going in with too much speed. Hey, maybe Kai, maybe we should do that again, eh? Do some IndyCar or NASCAR. I was still a desk racer back in those days, 2-3 years ago. It's crazy how much curb I can take there in the bus stop. If you do that with the GT3, you'll lose control. Smoke.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
You need to get a sick note, Kai, not to watch those oval races with me, or do those oval races with me. But yeah, thanks everyone for keeping me company, even though we are multiple laps down. Like the guy in P10 is a lap behind us.
Car in front is pitting.
And the guy ahead of us is 2 laps ahead still. We have a bit of a quiet spell now. There's an LMDH approaching. But the GT3s are on the other half of the circuit.
The leader just did a
1:33.937.
Well, that's very detailed, crew chief, that lap time. Oh no, I knew. Got an off track. So that brings us to a total of 5 X's. One of them was a off track, and one of them was 4X for contact on the first lap. But yeah, another reason for me just to keep going is because in August, and some of you may already know this, we are going to attempt the Le Mans, iRacing Le Mans 24 hours. Most likely in the LMP2. If not, the GTE.
5 minutes to go.
But I think everyone is favoring the LMP2, so the more experience I can get in this car before the middle of August, or it's the end of August actually. So So that'll be a first for me. I've never raced in an event that long. About to get lapped again by a LMDH Cadillac. Is he going to get us before the chicane? Don't send it, please. Don't send it. Good boy. Where did he go? I think the LMDH completely missed the bus stop. Lap 21. Can someone
2 laps of fuel left.
remind me? That was lap 21. When that LMDH just completely went straight into the chicane. Excuse me. Well, Gabriele, I may have missed the first part of that conversation. I wouldn't say a rig makes it more enjoyable. I would say it makes it more convenient. Sim racing is kind of my main genre of gaming, and it's just convenient for me to jump in the rig, start a race.
Clear the right.
But I'm actually not enjoying it more compared to when I was a desk racer. And before I had, you know, direct drive and all that malarkey.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Although I wouldn't want to go back to a belt wheel driven wheel though, or belt wheelbase. Hey Rob, haven't seen you for a long time. How's it going, mate? Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for saying hello in the chat. Yeah, unfortunately the race has been a bit of a disaster. We crashed on lap 1.
This lap for more fuel. Pit box in 10,
Okay.
5, 3, 2.
A very late pit stop
Right
because obviously we pitted very early.
That's it, go.
Just a splash and dash.
White flag next time by a stripe.
The guy in P10 is multiple laps down away from us. I think Gabriele,
The car in P10 just set the fastest lap. 1.
so don't buy any of the stories that
About 2 laps of fuel left.
a direct drive is gonna make you well, yeah, you feel more detail, but I think it actually makes you slower because you've got like more resistance, and so in the beginning you get fatigued faster. Same with my Hosingfeld pedals, it's not gonna make you faster. That's not why I obviously bought them. A bit of a Hosingfeld fanboy, plus that it's made by a Dutch company. I'm a little bit biased that way. However, if I look back when we used to race against each other, you and I, Kai, Rob, Felix, during those AMSU 1 or AMS 1 days, I think, looking back, those were some of my happiest days. And the more gear I've accumulated.
Slow car on the right.
Oh, that was the end of the race.
All right. It's ticket flag.
Yeah, I've been yapping so much that I
Good job, driver.
forgot that it was the last lap. So we finished P9. Yeah. Let's park it here before someone crashes into us again. Unfortunately, if you make contact, it will count towards your total number of X's. All right. What lap did I say it was? Lap 21. So where are we? So was it this guy? Because I noticed this guy approaching us. DD will in your eye instead of tears. Okay, so yeah, I noticed this guy. He wasn't alongside me. So what's happening here? Oh right, like he basically clipped the. Yeah, he took too much curb here, and then he just lost control. But for those who have missed it, I will go all the way to lap 1. And I'll show Rob, if you're still here in the chat, I'll show you what went wrong. So this is us in the pits getting repairs. This is the pace lap. This is green. I still think I should have done a better job at avoiding the incident. But I'll just go from my perspective here. So everything was going well. We weren't doing anything crazy up until this point. Like even the guy behind me was behaving. And this is here where things started to go messy. So we've got I think that's LMDH there on the left. He had a slowdown. And I think round about here spotter said yellow, but as you can see there's like it's a blind, and I've got the A pillar on my left, and that here I basically I should have slowed down a lot more, but I had a car on my left there, plus guys behind me who were, well, I knew they were gonna dive. So yeah, like I've got my A pillar on my left, and I saw wreckage, and then I just, yeah, and then the brakes just locked, and then we crashed into that fella. So I'll show you again what happened to him. So this is lap 1, right, of a 45-minute race, and sim racers be sim racers. You just can't be patient. So yeah, it's just a bit clumsy there. So that is actually the leader of the LMP2 class, so he took himself out, basically. He threw away a win, potentially. But yeah, that guy also... And I think he's not holding his brakes, and yeah, you can see I'm already... Yeah, I'm braking there, and then... You can see the skid marks, and I just clattered into him. See, now I... Remember when I said in real life they would have probably just changed the nose cone? I don't think that takes 6 minutes to change. the nose. Anyway, yeah, Rob, yeah, probably. But I am going to, well, pending, yes, I agree, Gabrieli. 6 minutes, I think that's a bit, I already said iRacing damage is weird. But again, thank you so much for joining, well, basically watching me circulate for 45 minutes at the back of the grid. But that was my first race in the LMP2. I may attempt this again, same time tomorrow. Fingers crossed it'll go better. I hope that you'll join me if you can spare a few minutes. But again, yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye now.